Hello everybody, Tarek37 here, and welcome back to Let's Solo the Expanse RPG. So last time we were able to escape one of the police officers, a police officer who I think we ended up realizing he was a member of the Voltaire Collective, and he attempted to take the scientists out, but because our group is... Hold on. There we go. Sorry. But because basically our group had kind of been anticipating something like this going on, yeah, we took him out. I do believe the that Cornelius was the one to finish the job, and now our group is trying to escape. However, we rolled an interruption event. PC negative, creating information. So basically, our group exits the jail cell to the rest of the police force kind of... the rest of the police force kind of starting to mobilize to deal with Charles. And hold on, I want to see if there's like some kind of I don't know. I wish there was like a rumors table. I'm not seeing one. Let's roll for a random description. See what it says for how. What is this information? Boldly extraordinary. Okay. Okay, how about this? Oh, whoa, I did not mean to roll a second time. God dang it, I meant to unpause again. I'll just delete that. But, so boldly extraordinary. So, I think what that means is that Charles, whatever he's been accused of that makes him seem like is bold and extraordinary. Ooh, maybe they make it that he's like a top secret. They make a claim and use some like doctored some doctored footage to make it seem like he was some kind of secret agent for Earth, for the Earthers, maybe. Like they see, so that they would see him as like a traitor or a defector. I like that. I like that idea. Despite his lack of skill in... I mean, he's good at hand-to-hand fighting and, like, things like that, but he doesn't have any actual skills in it. So, So, Cornelius, Valen, and Charles are going to need to sneak their way through. I think dexterity is the, I think dexterity is what we want. Give me a sec. I need to pull up the Expanse RPG book. Oh, and I forgot. I also have the gallery that I can pull up that I do believe also has... Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to make this... I'm going to say the person with the best dexterity is the one that's going to roll this, but the difficulty is much higher. So I have dexterity of 3 here, and I think that's the best of them, yeah. So Charles is the one with the best dexterity. He's going to... Instead of it just being challenging, I'm going to make this a hard difficulty, so... Needs to roll a 15 on this. Oh, okay, actually, believe it or not, I wasn't expecting him to actually roll a 15. That seemed like it would be a difficult thing, because like I'm looking at the test target number, there's a table that gives like the percent chance like what modifiers you would need to get a 50% chance. And for hard, for a 50% chance of succeeding on this, you would need a +5. And for a 90% chance of succeeding on a hard difficulty, you would need a +9. So, yeah, he actually meets it. So, they're able to, like, make their way through. I am going to say they're not going to be able to get any of their stuff. Yeah, they're just not going to be able to get any of their stuff. If I rolled, like, some stunt points, maybe I would have said it. Or if I rolled high enough, like if I'd rolled maybe a 17, which would be one step better, then maybe I would have said it. But rolled exactly a 15, so that's enough to get us out of there. Once they're out and in a relatively safe place, they're going to have a bit of a talk. Stage. Add to stage. Add to stage. Okay. Okay. That could have gone better, but at least we're out. It could have gone better, but at least we're out. That's good, but for how long? Well, they're The man is dead, and you're now considered a super spy. A dangerous assassin. We're going to be hunted for as long as we're on this station. I think Cornelius is gonna pop in. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna have 3 people. Oh, don't you still have your friend that gave us a ride here? Can we hitch a ride with him back home? Back home. I'm going to actually roll the chance for this. This is a fake question. The fake question is... is Neeson still on Ceres Station? I'm willing to say, I'm going to say unlikely in this case. I'm going to say unlikely. Yeah, I didn't think so. Charles is going to say he's probably already gotten his cargo dropped off into new on board and on its way somewhere else. Back towards Earth or Mars. Cornelius is going to say. So we're back to finding a way off this station. Except now we've got... and the Voltaire Collective. It's 2. Sorry, I'm both in character and out of character trying to figure out what the next step is. Well, now we might onto a Voltaire Collective ship. Collective ship. If they haven't left yet, we know where one is. All we need are some uniforms, or some disguises. So put on the good doctor here. We can probably get on board. Ship easily. I think Valen... I'm going to clear the stage. There we go. For a sec. So, I think they're going to discuss this for a bit, but the crux of the idea I'm having is they get some, like I said, get some disguises, helmets slash masks to cover their faces, go to the Voltaire Collective ship with the good doctor and be like, we grabbed her, we're ready to transport her. Now the question is... Honestly, the chief question I just realized is I need to find if some of these skills are, or focuses. Which of these, let's see, intelligence, cryptography, evaluation, communication. Okay, disguise is part of communication. Yeah. Okay. But first... definitely going to need to roll some stealth checks. So the idea is, this one's going to be slightly easier. It's just going to be challenging, so 13. Which apparently I have a 50% chance of doing so. Okay. So, Charles leads them around. Actually, it should have still stayed at 15 because I'm still like trying to sneak around with 2 other people. But yeah, I still would beat a formidable with that. With 5 stun points, jeez. Okay. Well, let's see. Infiltration, I think, is good. Choose focus or talent your character doesn't possess. And if you see the GM's choice, that focus or talent appears on the scene with a few minutes or 4 rounds. This doesn't take anything about their situation after. Interesting. Okay, so 5. No, I'm not gonna do that one. I don't like that one. Or I could do. All right, I'm gonna spend all 5, which yes, that does bump up the churn tracker by 1. And it is fancy meeting you here. Choose a focus or talent your character doesn't possess. An NPC of the GM's choice with that focus or talent appears in the scene within a few minutes. This doesn't dictate anything about their situation, attitude, or identity. These are all up to the GM. Fancy meeting you here. So, while they're scouting around, they find somebody with the disguise focus. And so they decide, well, actually, I need to roll a few things to determine, well, hey, I have this thing here. All right. Let's determine, what does this person look like? Okay, clothing. That works. Clothing, drab clothing. All right. We already know they have, let's see. Personality. Disagreeable personality. Oh boy. Disagreeable, foolish personality. What about their identity, I guess? Was, let's see, outsider. Outsider even among the... driver pilot, interesting. But they have the... okay. What about their motivations? Let's see what we got here. Destroy. Oh, that's a good start to this. A business. Interesting. They want to destroy a business. They're dressed in drab clothing. They're disagreeable and foolish. They're an outsider, and they tend to be a driver or a pilot. And last, I'm going to roll for a name. Get a name for this guy. An emotion. Alright. Joy Estwild is her name. I'm going to say she actually, even though we... How about this? Even though we succeeded, she's the only person who realizes we're kind of in hiding. And she's going to say, hold up there. Hold up there for a sec. Before you go any further, y'all should probably know there's going to be a lot of eyes in that building over there. A lot of eyes, and you all seem like the kind of people who don't want any eyes on you. Am I right? Charles looks at her and says, "What makes you say that?" That's something I can tell. You've kind of got the, you've got the look of people who maybe don't want to be here. Don't want to be seen. That sound about right? Cornelius is going to say, "What's it to you?" "Well, Mr. Martian, because I can help y'all disappear for a bit. I can make it a bit more difficult to know you're here. And what do you want in exchange? Well, there's a person that I want out of business. They've pissed me off a few too many times, and I want them, and I just want them dealt with. So, the deal is, I get y'all some disguises, help get y'all hidden, because quite frankly, none of you look like you have the slightest idea how to blend in. How to actually blend in. You've been ducking through alleys, I know, I can tell for a while, but eventually you're going to have to go out where there's a lot of people, a lot of cameras, a lot of guns probably pointed in your direction. So, how about I help you hide, and in return, you help me at least make his business a little more unstable. Charles is going to say, we're going to need to know a bit more about it than that, because right now this sounds like a personal beef with you and somebody else, and destroying a business doesn't sound like it's going to help anybody other than you. And you all. If you do it, you get your disguises. Alright, just describe this business owner. Describe this business. Tell me what exactly they've done to you. And this is me kind of like looking for... Alright, let's roll descriptions. Just describe the business. Ceaselessly hard. Okay. He's going to say, the person who runs it is a slave driver. Or he is always he doesn't allow breaks. It's beyond the absolute bare minimum. And runs us all ragged. Everything he does for his employees is the bare minimum required by law. And if I'm honest, I have a feeling he's probably doing some other stuff that isn't exactly legal, but no one reports him on it. So do you want us to investigate, get proof of him doing some of this stuff, and will that do it? If you get something concrete of him doing something illegal, sure, why not? Just something to really screw with him. Alright. I don't know about you all, but I think this might be our best bet. What did you used to do for this guy anyway? I was a driver. I was a delivery driver. Had me basically running non-stop until everything was delivered. And if I delivered even a minute late, there went some of my pay for the week. And now I'm out here living the good life, as you can see. All right. well, it's alright with you all. I say let's do this, get her help, and then be on our way. Fine with that. I guess I have no choice but to be fine with that. I'm not happy about it either, but here we are. And so now they go off to... now they're going to go off to try to... They're going to get directions, but the next scene is actually going to be... I know this is... I'm going to make this short just because I'm kind of short on time myself, and I need to come up with a better... honestly, I just need to come up with a map because I want this to actually have a map. But next scene will be attempting to infiltrate the business. Alright, gonna up the chaos factor because this definitely was not under our control. And now we roll for scene alteration. Oh, the scene was altered. What was the scene adjust this time? Make 2 adjustments, okay. Nope, not doing that. Make 2 adjustments. Add a character, okay. And remove a character, okay. Well, let's take a look at our character list so far. I think this one is what we're going to add. We're going to add the OPA. As a character. The character we're going to remove from the scene is, honestly, the business owner. Maybe the Voltaire Collective is moving in on the... has, like, taken over that business. Like, her information's out of date. Cool. That's actually kind of an interesting wrinkle. So yeah. Thank y'all for watching, listening. I'm sorry this is a short one, but I'm kind of... didn't have as much time as I would have liked for this, and... honestly, I'd just like to have another map other than this one. And since I know where we're going next time, I can actually make a good, like, small, like, business structure. Thank y'all for watching, listening. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye!